Lesley Canarium, Reader Conversations Librarian at the Rogers Public Library. And our craft for our October Take It, Make It craft is one that is almost embarrassingly easy, but it is also one of the ones that is my favorite because it is open to so many different ways that you can personalize it and kick it up and make it your very own project. What we're going to make is something that my mom used to make every Halloween when I was a little kid. And when my children were little, I made them every Halloween for them. They're Lollipop Ghosties, or as we called them, boos. And to make a boo, start with your lollipop. You're going to get several in your packet. And you can use a Kleenex or a coffee filter or a handkerchief, which is most of you are getting in your kit. And then, says I ran out of handkerchiefs. You can use just a torn up piece of old white sheet. So some of you are gonna get white sheets too, and that's okay. You take your piece of cloth and you can just use it as it is with square edges. But if you don't like the way that drapes because, you're extra like me, you can just fold your cloth up. And this is a project that it's really good to have pinking shears if you've got them, because when you cut fabric, it won't ravel. But if you don't have pinking shears, you can just use regular old scissors. And I'm just gonna clip a bit off of this. And so that makes more of a nice, octagon, or you could be really fussy and make it a perfect circle. Take your lollipop. You're gonna have a bit of yarn in your white yarn. You can also use tape or kitchen string. Wrap it around the neck a few times. And if you're fumble-figured like me, you keep trying to tie a knot until you eventually get there. And clip off the edges of the string. And voila, little ghost boo. Now, my mom would always at this point take little black markers and make eyes and a ooh mouth. But, like I said, extra. So I'm going to take my hot glue gun and the googly eyes that are in your kit, or you could use sequins or sparklers or anything you've got of your own. And be careful with the hot glue, or you can just use regular glue if that's what you've got. Boo. Oh, well, how could that be even? That's so simple that it's hardly worth making as a craft. Except for the fact that now comes the fun part. Now you get to personalize them. Some years I would just take a whole bag of lollipops and a big thing of coffee filters, tie them all up, tie a string on the end, tie them to a tree in front of my house, and when trick-or-treaters came, I would snip off a little ghost and hand them to them. That was fun. I don't recommend doing that if you think it's going to rain on Halloween. But what's even more fun is to personalize these little guys. My kids got into the habit of picking out having me make their Halloween costumes, and they had some very elaborate ideas. And I would try to give them every year a little personalized boo to match their Halloween costume. For example, I'm going to tell on my son because he'd be so embarrassed if anybody knew about this. One year, he decided he wanted to be a tiger cub. So we're going to make a little personalized tiger cub ghosty here. I've got a little bit of scrap orange fabric. Felt, and I've got some tiger stripe pipe cleaners. I think I'll take one of these and make a tail out of it. Just wrap it around the neck, spin it around. And make a nice fluffy tail. And kind of curl it up because, you know, tiger tail. And I'm going to take the other one and make a little snip off a bit just to make a headpiece. Those are a little bigger than I want, I think. Make them little. And take my trusty glue gun. Get a nice glop of hot glue in there. Here's one ear. Here's the other ear. Put this on the top. And there we go. Let's give that a little bit more of a twist so it's got a bit more of a grip. And I'm going to put a little bit more glue on this to make it stay in place. And there we go, little tiger cub ghost. Boop. To give you some idea of what else you can do, I'm just went through my little scrap box of all the little pieces of craft material that I've saved over the years. And well, let's see. One year, my kids were angels. Kids are always angels. Just a little bit of Christmas ribbon. And here you can see coffee filter glued together at the top and cut into the shape of wings. Grab a little piece of tinsel and bend it into a halo. Add a touch of glue so it'll stay in place. Boom. Angel ghost. Or, you know, there's always the classics like a witch. We got here your good old-fashioned cardboard tube from like a thing of paper towels. Cut one piece out and cut it into a cone shape. Cut another piece out to shape it into the brim. Tape them together. Wrap the whole thing with electrical tape. I love electrical tape because it makes this whole, it looks sort of like, you know, patent leather. And it's got this nice whole ratty old witch vibe going. Glue it on top. Witch ghost. Boom. Even if your kids are like mine, the kind who think up something really elaborate for it to be for Halloween, like the year my daughter wanted to be the Princess of Hearts. I don't know. I read the book. There was no Princess of Hearts, but that's okay. We can do that. We got a little piece of scrap fabric to make a cape. We can fancy it up with little tiny bits of trim here and there. Oh, yeah, and there's still some more of that paper towel tube left, and I've got some sequins. I can use those to put on some nice glittery jewels on the gold painted cardboard tube. Take a little bit of glue. Glue the crown in place. And boom, Princess of Hearts ghost. So that's just sort of to give you a sampling of the many, many different things you can make with it. I know y'all are much more creative than I am. So please don't forget, once you pick up your kit, to post up what you come up with on your social media and tag us here at the Rogers Library so we can all enjoy your little ghosts as well.